The greatest prophet in Jewish history began his adult life as a killer, striking down an Egyptian taskmaster in a moment of rage that would forever change the course of human civilization. Picture this: Moses, raised in Pharaoh's palace with silk robes and golden jewelry, suddenly confronted with the brutal reality of his people's suffering. The Hebrew slaves, his own blood groaning under whips and chains, while building monuments to Egyptian glory. When he witnessed an overseer beating a Hebrew slave, something snapped. Moses looked left, looked right, saw no one watching, and murdered the Egyptian, burying the body in sand. By the next day, his crime was exposed. "Who made you a prince and judge over us?" A Hebrew challenged him. "Do you intend to kill me as you killed the Egyptian?" Terror gripped Moses. Pharaoh wanted him dead. The prince became a fugitive, fleeing across the desert to Midian, where he would spend the next 40 years as a simple shepherd. But God specializes in transforming broken people into extraordinary vessels. In the wilderness, tending his father-in-law's sheep, Moses encountered something that defied all logic. A bush that burned but was never consumed. From within those flames, the voice of the Almighty called his name. "Moses, Moses." God revealed his plan. Return to Egypt and demand Pharaoh release the Israelites from bondage. Moses, the former prince turned shepherd, protested, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh?" His confidence was shattered. He had a speech impediment. He was a wanted man. He was nobody special. Yet God equipped him with miraculous power. Moses' staff became a serpent. His hand turned leprous white, then healed instantly. These weren't magic tricks, they were credentials from heaven itself. What followed was the most dramatic confrontation in ancient history. Moses, accompanied by his brother Aaron, stood before the most powerful ruler on earth and declared, "Thus says the Lord, God of Israel, let my people go." Pharaoh's response was predictable. "Who is the Lord, that I should obey his voice? I do not know the Lord, nor will I let Israel go." Then came the plagues, 10 supernatural disasters that systematically dismantled Egypt's power and exposed their gods as powerless. Water turned to blood. Frogs swarmed the land. Gnats, flies, livestock disease, boils, hail, locusts, and 3 days of supernatural darkness. Each plague targeted specific Egyptian deities, proving the God of Israel supreme over all creation. The final plague was the most devastating: the death of every firstborn in Egypt. Only the Israelites, protected by lamb's blood on their doorposts, were spared. Pharaoh's own son died that night. Broken and defeated, he expelled the Israelites. But Moses' greatest miracle was yet to come. Trapped between Pharaoh's pursuing army and the Red Sea, with nowhere to run, Moses raised his staff. The waters parted, creating walls of water on both sides, allowing 2 million Israelites to cross on dry ground. When the Egyptians followed, the waters crashed down, destroying Pharaoh's army completely. For 40 years, Moses led this massive congregation through the wilderness. He received the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai, laws that would become the foundation of Western civilization. He mediated between God and the people, interceding when their rebellions deserved judgment. Despite their constant complaints and rebellion, Moses remained faithful to his calling. The man who began as a murderer became the greatest lawgiver in history. The fugitive shepherd became the liberator of a nation. The broken, stammering exile became the prophet through whom God spoke face to face. Moses' transformation reveals a profound truth. God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. Your past failures, your present limitations, your deepest regrets don't disqualify you from God's purposes. Instead, they become the raw material for his masterpiece. The same God who transformed a murderer into a miracle worker is still in the business of redemption today. What broken pieces of your life might He want to use for something extraordinary? Your calling isn't limited by your past. It's defined by God's grace. What impossible thing is He asking you to believe Him for today?